Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. As APC Bola Tinubu was celebrating their Supreme Court judgment, Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, also had a very lofty judgment from the High Court in Enugu. And we're going to be giving you full details to these, though most Nigerians are wondering if all of that prescribed on the court order will be made available to him. But first of all, let's look at the details of the news. The federal government and the Southeast Governors Forum have been told by a high court in Enugu State to apologize to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu. Along with these, the federal government and the Southeast Governors Forum, who are the respondent in the suit number E/20/2023 filed in January 2023 by Kanu's lawyer Aloy Jimako, were also ordered to pay a sum of 8 billion naira as damages to the Ipob leader. Jimako, in a statement on Thursday, said the court explained that self-determination is not a crime and thus cannot be used as a basis to arrest, detain, and prosecute Kanu. He said the suit was filed against the Southeast Governors Forum and the federal government responding for their collective executive action in 2017 that led to the proscription of Ipob and declaring it a terrorist group in contravention of Section 42 of the Constitution, which prohibits discrimination on the basis of ethnicity. The court also ordered the respondent Southeast Governors Forum and the federal government of Nigeria jointly or severally to issue an official letter of apology to Kanu for infringing on his fundamental right, and the letter should be published by 3 national dailies. In addition, the court ordered the respondent to jointly or severally pay the sum of 8 billion naira to the applicant Kanu, being monetary damages claimed by the applicant against the respondent jointly and severally for the physical, mental, emotional, psychological, property, and other damages suffered by the applicant as a result of the infringement of his fundamental right by the respondent. According to him, the High Court, Justice A.O. Anuvo, granted the following reliefs: declared that the practical application of the Terrorism Prevention Act and executive or administrative action of the respondent Southeast Governors Forum and the federal government, which directly led to the proscription of Ipob and its listing as a terrorist group, said Ipob being comprised of citizens of Nigeria, of the Igbo and other Eastern Nigeria ethnic groups professing the political opinion of self-determination, and the consequent arrest, detention, and prosecution of the applicant Nnamdi Kanu as a member/leader of the said Ipob is illegal, unlawful, unconstitutional, and amount to infringement of the applicant's fundamental right not to be subjected to any disability or restriction on the basis of his ethnicity, as enshrined and guaranteed under Section 42 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, and his fundamental right as enshrined under Article 2, 3, 19, and 20 of the African Charter of Human and People's Rights Enforcement and Ratification Act. Declared that self-determination is not a crime and thus cannot be used as a basis to arrest, detain, and prosecute the applicant Nnamdi Kanu. Ordered the respondent jointly or severally to issue official letters of apology to the applicant Nnamdi Kanu for the infringement of his said fundamental right and publication of said letters of apology in 3 national dailies. Jimako, who said he led the team of other lawyers including Barrister Patrick Ogazi, Ifeanyi Nwogu, Mandela Umegborogu, Osioma Egurobe, Edith Chidimaize, and Obianuju Ileonya, appreciated them all for their effort in the suit. This is really, really interesting, I must say. And for me, this is a move in the right direction. But the big question is, stuffs like this have been coming up We've already seen some time ago, we saw a case where he won outrightly. But the big question was it honored? Nah, it was not honored. This is where the judiciary needs to wake up. I'm telling you the whole truth. If something like it comes up and you're not comfortable with the outcome of the case, you proceed to the next level, which is the appeal court. And if the outcome of the appeal court is still in favor of him, you proceed to the Supreme Court so that everything can be concluded and the rule of law will be respected. But hey, there's a lot of excitement. People talk about it and all of that. I can't talk about it. Or let me not say I can't talk about it. Nigerians cannot talk about it. Reason being that we have watched with our eyes open cases like this being downplayed. Sometimes it's left there for years. We've seen a lot of court orders. This is not the first. A lot of court orders concerning him, concerning other people, which has not held a lot of water. For me, I think Nnamdi Kanu's case is so political that I am so sure that the settlement will be out of court. And possibly they might give him a lot of things to sign before they allow him to go free. Because there had been cases of victory upon victory. There was a time everybody was expecting that he was going to come out from it. And all of a sudden, there was a stay of order issue that he shouldn't, be released or so. And before we know, up till today, he's still there. Nigerians are waiting. I think the 13th of December was the date set for when I think the Supreme Court will hear that case. And now the big question is, would it go in his favor or would it also be concluded on the grounds of technicality? Or are we to talk about the law, just like the Supreme Court guy said today in the case of Atiku Peter Obi versus the president of Nigeria, Govt And Tinubu? But then I think the rule of law must be respected. I'm so happy for him. But then the climax of the happiness would have been if the government will honor it. 8 billion naira, that's some good money, and that guy Nnamdi Kanu will be a rich guy. 8 billion naira, no matter how, low in value naira is, 8 billion naira would turn out to some very reasonable millions of, dollars, So I think that at this point, the Ejimako and the rest should push for that court order to be honored. Or if it's not honored, let it be appealed against. And from there, Nigerians can watch how this case will be concluded. And these are some of the things that will really affect whatever Nnamdi Kanu may likely sign at the end. Because imagine this kind of money that have been allotted to him. You've not appealed it. And then at the point you want him to sign some documents, you want him to make some, take some oaths and all of that. It won't work. So some of these issues, it must be driven to the very end so that Nigerians will know, okay, this is where we are. Or sorry, he will know this is where I am. And then we'll take his chances. I think that's where I'd like to leave it. Let's meet in the comment section and talk more on this. What's your position with this kind of lofty judgment for Mazin?